What worries you masters you. It's a powerful thought, one that has the ability to reshape how we view our anxieties and fears. We all have something that keeps us up at night, something that twists in our minds and refuses to let go. Sometimes it's the small stuff, the constant pressure of deadlines, or the nagging feeling that we're falling behind in life. Other times, it's the big, looming concerns, the health issues we can't control, the relationships we fear are slipping away, the uncertainty about the future that hangs over us like a storm cloud. At first, worry is just a flicker, a passing thought that we might dismiss. But soon, it takes root. Like a seed planted in our minds, worry begins to grow, spreading its tendrils into every corner of our thoughts. It festers in the quiet moments, when there's nothing left to distract us. It pulls us into the past, replaying mistakes, missed opportunities, and regrets. It drags us into the future, filling us with dread over things that might never happen. And in doing so, it takes control. You've felt it before, the quiet moments when your mind spins out of control, when your worries become the loudest voice in the room, drowning out reason and logic. The worries start to whisper, then shout, until they're all you can hear. They feed on your fears, growing stronger the more attention you give them. Before you know it, the worries have become your masters, dictating your every move, every decision, and even your mood. You stop living in the present moment and start living in a world of the what ifs and what could go wrong. The interesting thing about worry is how easily it distorts our reality. A small concern can morph into something much larger than it actually is, and suddenly we're paralyzed by the idea of what could happen rather than focusing on what is happening. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff, staring into the abyss of uncertainty, convinced that the fall will be inevitable, when in reality, there's solid ground beneath us. Worry magnifies the unknown, inflates the risks, and keeps us from taking the steps forward that could lead us to a better place. It's not just the mind that is affected by worry. Our bodies feel the toll as well. The constant stress of worrying takes a physical toll, manifesting in everything from headaches and muscle tension to stomach problems and sleep disturbances. Our health, our relationships, and our overall well-being are all compromised when we allow worry to take hold. It's as if worry spreads its influence like a poison, affecting not just our thoughts, but our very lives. And yet, we continue to let it in, convinced that it's somehow necessary, that it's part of the process. You might tell yourself that worrying is just part of being responsible, that it's your brain's way of preparing you for challenges ahead. And in some cases, that's true. A little worry can sometimes push us to be better, to focus on our goals, to address important issues. But when worry becomes a constant companion, when it starts dictating your thoughts and actions, it's no longer serving you. Instead of preparing you for challenges, it holds you back, keeping you paralyzed and fearful of the very things you need to face. So, what can we do? How do we break free from the grip of worry, from the vice-like hold it has on our minds? The first step is acknowledging its presence. We need to recognize when worry is starting to take control and ask ourselves, is this something I can change, or is it outside of my control? Often, the things we worry about are out of our hands. Circumstances beyond our influence, people beyond our control. Worrying about them won't change anything. It will only keep us stuck in a state of fear and helplessness. Once we realize that worry is often based on things beyond our control, we can start to let go of it. This doesn't mean ignoring our responsibilities or avoiding the hard work needed to address our problems, but it does mean choosing not to let worry dictate our lives. Instead of ruminating over worst-case scenarios, we can focus on the actions we can take today to make progress, however small. We don't need to have all the answers, but we can take one step forward, trusting that we'll figure it out as we go. Another powerful tool for dealing with worry is mindfulness. In the moments when we feel overwhelmed by anxiety, we can ground ourselves in the present. Rather than getting lost in the what-ifs of the future, we can focus on the what is of the now. What is happening right now? What can I control in this moment? Practicing mindfulness helps us step outside the swirl of worry, and reconnect with the present, giving us the clarity we need to make better decisions and regain a sense of control. When we focus on the here and now, we find that worry has less power over us. It's when we live in the future or the past that worry tightens its grip. Mindfulness isn't just about meditation or breathing exercises. It's a mindset. It's about being present in whatever you do, whether you're having a conversation, working, or even just eating a meal. When you focus on the experience in front of you, the worries that once seemed so overwhelming begin to fade into the background. Mindfulness helps you slow down, helps you to see the world around you with fresh eyes, and allows you to embrace the moment for what it is. This simple practice can break the cycle of worry and help you reclaim peace in your everyday life. And then, there's perspective. It's easy to get lost in the storm of our own thoughts, but sometimes, all it takes is a change of perspective to break free from worry's grip. When we shift our focus, when we zoom out and see the bigger picture, we often realize that our worries are smaller than they seem. Life moves in seasons, and the things that worry us today may not matter as much in the long run. By reminding ourselves of this truth, we can put our worries in their proper place and gain the mental freedom to focus on what truly matters. Sometimes, we need to look at our problems from a different angle. For example, how many times have you spent hours worrying about something that turned out to be insignificant in hindsight? How many times have you stressed about something that didn't even happen? Taking a step back can help you see that your fears are often overblown and that you've faced similar challenges before and overcome them. Perspective allows you to realize that even though life may feel overwhelming, you are capable of handling more than you think. Finally, we need to embrace uncertainty. It's easy to want to control every aspect of our lives, but the truth is that life is inherently unpredictable. There will always be things beyond our control, and the more we try to micromanage every detail, the more we set ourselves up for stress and disappointment. Accepting uncertainty doesn't mean resigning ourselves to chaos. It means learning to adapt, to trust that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way, and to stop letting fear of the unknown dictate our actions. The fear of the unknown often drives our worry. We fear what might happen tomorrow, next week, or in the years to come. But the truth is that no one can predict the future, and attempting to control it is an exercise in futility. The key is learning to navigate uncertainty with confidence. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we become stronger and more resilient in the face of life's unpredictability. Worry will always be a part of life. It's a natural response to uncertainty and risk. But the power it holds over us is something we can control. We don't have to let worry master us. We can choose to take a step back, regain our perspective, and focus on the present. The more we practice this, the easier it becomes to break free from worry's grasp, to live more fully, and to embrace life with courage, clarity, and peace. After all, what worries you masters you, but only if you let it. Remember, worry is not your master. It's a habit you can break. By focusing on the present, regaining your perspective, practicing mindfulness, and embracing uncertainty, you can take back control. Life is too short to be ruled by worry. Choose peace, choose action, and choose to live fully. If this message resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let's face our worries together and live more freely. Stay tuned for more insights on how to break free from life's stress and live fully in the present.